It's not bad. On top of the Zoom. I know how to do that.
Once it comes up, mute the.
I have to mute, yeah, I do that. And then go back to Zoom.
And then click, yeah, then click the star.
Are we ready? Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Board of Education meeting for Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. I'd like to start the meeting by recognizing we are conducting our business today on the traditional territory of the Shincham peoples. And we are also, in the provision of our public education, conducting our business on the territories of the Haisla, Gitxsan, and Nisga'a peoples. As with most acknowledgements of territories, I'd like to share, as I'm hearing at many meetings, that we're all on a journey of learning. And I recently have been reading the book Grading Sweetgrass, and wow, is there some phenomenal stories to learn from in terms of moving forward. And I encourage you all to read that. And I know that one of our consultants is writing the children's book based on Grading Sweetgrass. So I'm looking forward to Bonnie Grace Smith coming and sharing that book with us all and our students as well. Thank you for joining the Board of Education meeting this evening for December, and we're being live streamed on the CMSD82's YouTube channel. I'd like to also express that I've felt honored to be reelected to the position of your board chair at last month's regular board meeting, and I look forward to this coming year with many issues that we're going to address and move forward for public education. Before we begin our meeting, I'll express that I hope everyone is staying safe and doing well, and that the safety and well-being of our staff, students, and families in all our school communities is our board priority. We'll give you an update on what's happening with the vaccinations and the surveys that we've been doing to know that we're doing the best to have everybody safe later in the meeting. On behalf of the Board of Education, we extend our best wishes to all for a safe, restful, peaceful holiday season, and may you and your family have a joyous, happy, and healthy new year. I'm Margaret Warkup. I'm the chair of the board, and I'm going to go to my right and have Karen introduce herself.
Karen Youngman, trustee for Kitimat.
Ed Harrison, trustee for Carrots.
Angela Brand-Reeser, trustee from Stewart.
And across to Sandy.
Sandy Watson, trustee for Thornhill.
Raven Ballas, trustee for Peterbilt.
Sharon Curry, trustee for the Hazeltons and vice chair.
And Janet, can you introduce yourself and your staff?
Janet Meyer, superintendent of schools. Ginger Fuller, secretary treasurer.
Karen Back, director of human resources. Geraldine Mahler, director of instruction, graduation, and innovation.
Rob Shipley, director of facility services.
Sarah Daniel, executive assistant.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. We did put out a note saying that if any questions were wanted to be presented at the beginning of the meeting, that we welcome those, and none were received, so we can move forward with the agenda. Just a couple of reminders that we'll do trustee reports at the end, and we were all, except for one who couldn't make it, able to attend the BCST Academy, and we might all have some stories to tell that way in terms of there was lots of learnings that had happened at that meeting. So if I could call the meeting to order and have a motion to move forward to, we have a quorum and we don't need to do anything electronically. Did someone so move? Thanks, Karen. Second by Raymond. All in favor? My glasses are screwing up. I can't see anything. Okay. If I could have approval of the agenda, please. A motion to do so. So moved. So moved, Shar, and seconded by Ed. All in favor? You pass. Approval of the minutes of the prior meeting. The regular meeting was on November 24th, 2021. A motion, please.
I'll make a motion to accept as presented.
Angela and Ed. Any questions on the minutes? All in favor? Pass. Receipt of the in-camera meetings held on November 24th, 2021.
So moved.
Char, seconder, please. Karen, thank you. All in favor? Thank you. Business arising from the minutes. I will share that we are continuing to watch everything, receive provincial input, talk with our colleagues across the north. And at this time, there's no change in what we are doing. We're being diligent to make sure that we're getting as much information as we can, that we are monitoring things. We are hearing from Northern Health and provincial health professionals. And we still believe that the decision needs to come down provincially, not from us at this point, but we will monitor and keep informed on a very regular basis so that we're ensuring safety in our schools and as help as much as possible. So there's no changes there. Correspondence received. Response letter to First Nations Leadership Council. It's on pages 15 to 18, and I would need a motion to send that letter. So moved by Sandy, seconded by Raymond. Any question or comment? All in favor of responding? Thank you. Superintendent of Schools monthly report. A motion to receive the report.
I'll make that motion.
So, thank you. Seconder. Second, Ed. Any questions for our superintendent? Comments? The great things are happening in our schools. It's great to read. Done. All in favor of accepting the report? Standing committee reports. Trustee Raymond Raj for the business committee.
Business committee report, item number 11.1.1, business committee meeting minutes of December 8th. It is on pages 22 to 24 of your package. And I move that the minutes of the business committee meeting held on December 8th, 2021 be received for information.
Seconder. Yep. Thank you. Question for Raymond or the committee? All in favor?
And the next item on the agenda is 11.1.2, 2020-2021, the statement of financial information, SOFI report, which is on pages 25 to 79. It is a 52 pages document. For consistency with the Budget Transparency and Accountability Act respecting public accounts reporting, a statement of financial information, SOFI, must be submitted by each school district within 6 months of the corporation fiscal year end. The school districts are defined as corporations as outlined in the Financial Information Act. Reference the attached 2020-2021 Statement of Financial Information, SOFI report for Coast Mountain School District 82. The 2020-2021 Statement of Financial Statement, SOFI report was presented at the Business Committee meeting held on December 8, 2021, and is being forwarded to the board with the recommendation for approval. And this has been looked by our auditors. This is an audited statement. I move that the board approve the school district's statement of financial state information, SOFI report for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2021.
Seconder, please. Thank you, Ed. Questions? All in favor? Education Committee report. Trustee Angela.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to make a motion that if the minutes of the Education Committee meeting held on December 8th be received for information.
Seconded. Oh, thank you, Shar. Questions on the report? All in favor?
As usual, excellent meeting. Our only action item this time, though, is the campus survey request. So I would like to make the motion that the board approve the survey request for the voluntary participation from grades 10 to 12 students at Caledonia Secondary School to undertake the 2021-2022 Compass Cohort Study funded by the Canadian Institute of Health Research and Health Canada that will examine health-related behaviors and influence positive outcomes. I'll second that.
Thank you, Shar. Questions? All in favor? Thank you. There were no new business. There is trustee reports, but with your permission, I'd like to say I made an error in the update to not note that the thought exchange survey with feedback has been phenomenal regarding vaccinations, and then we'll be releasing a summary report for January 4th, just after the new year. I'm sorry, I forgot when I was doing my little notes there. And I thank everybody for giving their input and being part of the process to understand how we can deal with everything. My board chair report is on pages 115 to 116, and I request somebody move that we accept my report. So moved, Raymond, seconder, Angela, thank you. My only comment to add to it, and then we'll call for approval, is that both trustee Ed and myself attended the Terrace Streets talk, and it was thoughtful. We really have to think about how we can work together, and the school district is certainly very much part of every community, so that we can help those living with poverty and homelessness. I welcome Ed afterwards speaking to it as well. It was a good dialogue in terms of challenging issues for our communities. So all in favor of receiving my report? Pass. Thank you. Now we'll move to trustee reports. Anybody wish to speak? Sure.
I'm just gonna shout out to Hazelton Secondary School, senior boys volleyball, one more time for attending the provincials. And they brought home the banner for most sportsmanlike, so they're very proud. And the school is very proud. And Hazelton's very proud, so yay to them. Okay. And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes. Other trustees wish to speak? So I have one item here too, and that I attended the, oh, sorry, Ed, go ahead.
I'd just like to recognize the Caledonia School for a very successful play. And also that attending the session on the homeless. What influenced me the most is that since that day, I have talked now to 5 homeless people. I've asked them where they're from, I've asked them what they're up to, and how life is contributing, and that includes a couple in Vancouver. So it emboldened me to actually take action at a personal level. And so I found that the day was very interesting and
Questions for Ed or I on the homelessness stuff? It was complex. But I have done the same and started talking to people and just trying to recognize them all as we're in this world together. And I was going to compliment the musical too, so thank you. Good thought. Other trustees wish to share anything? Don't see anything, so if we could have a motion for adjournment and we all go off and have a great Christmas season, and we'll see you in the new year. So moved, Raymond, thank you. Thank you. Angela, I'm done. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, no, I agree. I agree. Perfect. I have to tell you the story. Hello.
alternative rights.
Okay.